Hello and welcome back to another episode of Ohio Richlands. We've just finished up this barley contract. This will be the last load in. I'm not sure how much we'll be left with. We'll find out in just a second. As you can see with one or two of the clips, there we go. $174 of extra income and 18,118 litres left. So we're going to take that down to our yard and drop it into our grain bins and meet the combines. Yes, there's two. We'll meet them in the next field for the next contract. We did spend that money on a new combine. We also bought, you heard in the last episode, we bought field 12 for $544,762, and we spent $436,571 on a brand new S780, almost identical to the one we've got. It's got a different tailboard at the back, and it has a slightly longer unload auger, and it has very wide tires. I think it's 1400 LSWs and the other one is 1100 LSWs. So bigger tires, bigger auger, and a slightly different vane board at the back. Apart from that, it's an identical combine, identical horsepower, and we've got a 45-foot header for it and a brand new trailer for it as well. So $436,500 for that. We're left with $173,000. While I remember just now, let's go and complete that contract. So $14,724 in the bank. I think field 27 is next on the go, which is canola. Then we'll move round to this one here, which is oats, which is actually that one there. Right, let's go down, get this dropped off, meet the combines at the next field. Well, that's us put the manure down on our grass field. We'll just collect the money for the contracts now. We've got one missing. Field 25 for $20,562, but field 27 is $13,864, so we'll collect that. We'll add in the $20,562 for field 25. We also got $5,128 in sold oats as well. So we'll go and add in that 20,000 just now. There we go. As you can see with the two combines, the one on the right is the new one. It's got much wider wheels than the old one. But other than that, it's pretty much identical. And it is a boost as well, because today we managed to clear 3 contracts very quickly. In a very short space of time compared to just the one. It is a bit of a pain, we didn't realise at the time. But the grain hopper on this new one is slightly bigger. It's about 17,000 litres. This one's 14,100 litres. So I'm always having to chase and come back to this old combine because it fills up a lot quicker than this new one. So if we're going to do an upgrade, I did look at the cost as well. It's going to cost us $40,000, which we could quite easily afford just now. We're going to upgrade the grain tank on this one to match this new one. And also, if we come up here, we'll maybe see it better. The augers as well. You can just about see it. The one on this new combine has 4 sections. I don't know if this bit is a new section, this add-on, but this little bit is extra compared to this one. And it does make quite a big difference in picking up from a 45-foot header. So we may increase the auger length on the old combine as well. And then the only other difference we've got is this tailboard's at the back. That one's just a standard tailboard, and this one's a power cast. But apart from that, it's an identical combine. But we're going to get these washed up. Then we're going to give some feed to the chickens that's here. And then some hay to our Angus cows as well. And that'll finish up today. We'll jump into tomorrow and see if there is any more contracts. Our field 12 that we bought not long ago for $544,000 has got oats in it. We will be using that, we will be storing that on site here in this grain bins, and it should be used for, I think it's a cereal factory that needs oats. That's why we purchased the field, because obviously we missed the planting window for oats, and the only other field that had it was that the contract we did on field 25, but there wasn't much left over. Well, we got $5,128. I'm not sure how much it is per 1,000 litres for oats just now, but yeah, we've got a field of oats, so it's ready, and we've got a list of what we're going to put into each field, but obviously we need to wait until next year because we've missed the planting window for everything this year because of the barley. And we will be putting barley into one of our fields, field 16, that bigger one we've got just where we're looking, the kind of not so new one we bought. So we'll put barley in there for next year, but I'll finish washing these up, we'll get them parked up just now, and then jump into tomorrow. We'll see what there is to do. Well, it's now the 1st of August. The grass is growing well. We've got another application of fertilizer to put down. We need to do that later on today, and it should be ready to harvest. Well, it's ready to harvest now, but the next stage is next month. Our oats field as well is ready to harvest, so we need to go and do that. That's field 12, the one we just bought recently. We've only got 39,000 litres there because we used quite a lot of manure to do this, although we don't go through it quite as quick as we do with the slurry. Right, we should have 10 Angus cows to sell. We do have the calves there. If I went past it, it's here. There we go. So we've got 10 of these to sell. We'll do that and then put the $1,000 back into the bank. So $31,250 in total. There we go. We did spend $14,402 to repair the original S780 combine and $1,692 to repair the header. We also repaired the 8R, that was $4,498. We've got a contract. Let's complete that. We did that yesterday, cultivating field 27, $13,864. We got $17,053 for the eggs sold at the farm shop, and that was 15,346 litres of eggs. We also spent, we need to go down to the farm, not the farm shop, we need to go down to the shop actually and pick up a new subsoiler for the grapevines. It's a disc ovine V. It cost $5,000 in total. We've also got 120 lambs in this pen here. We've got the 10 Angus calves, we've sold that 10. We've got 46 in one of the pens up at the other field. We also need to get 500 chickens today because it's the 1st of the month. And we've also spent, if you've noticed the bank balance, if you caught it just before we sold the Angus cows, you'll have noticed it was down quite a bit from yesterday. We spent $80,000 on a new grapevine or grape processing plant, and that is now at the land we own already, so we don't need to pay that $30-something thousand. But for now, let's go run over to the chicken barn with the Jeep, which will be down here, and we'll buy 500 chickens, and we'll see you there in just a second. Well, here we are. We've got 875 eggs already, not enough to take with us yet, but it's a start, so we need to go and get 500 chickens. You will notice at some point that this trailer has changed. It was a triple axle and now it's a double axle. The reason for it was, and I don't know why, I don't know if there's a problem with the mod itself or not. Every time I stopped accelerating with the pickup, the brakes locked on in the trailer and it slowed down really quickly. And it just didn't seem right. I did try and reset it a couple of times and do different things with it, but it was the same. So we decided to go for this model. It is the same size. The axles are placed further forward and it's only a dual axle. It's got a ramp at the back as well, so it's going to be handy for moving the skid steer about if we need it. But that's the only change we've got with the trailer. I just thought I would update you as if you wondered why there was an axle missing and it looks different. That is why. Right, we'll get this done quickly and see you in just a second. Well, that's us got the extra 500 chickens, so we now got 1,500 chickens in there. We've still got 121,000 litres of feed left, so there's still plenty of feed. We don't need to top it up yet. But we'll take this trailer just now back down to the shop because we need to pick up that new subsoiler and take it up to the sheep pen area where we can show you the new, well, we'll see how the grapevines are getting on firstly. And we can also show you the new processing plant as well. So we'll pick this up at the store and we'll see you up there. Well, here we are up at the sheep pen area. We will just leave this Jeep over here because we need to get this unloaded. For some reason it's not flipping the ramps down. Oh well, we'll deal with that in a minute. But we are getting some grapes growing at the bottom. There we go. So they're doing well. I think it is fully fertilized. We'll just have a run in. Yeah, it kind of varies. It seems it's only 60% fertilized there. Oh well, we'll run the fertilizer through it again. We can also use the mulcher. In fact, we'll use the subsoiler and we're going to rip up this first couple of rows here so the grass doesn't grow too close to the vines. But before that, we'll maybe take the mower up. We did say we were going to do this not long ago, but we didn't get around to it. But we'll take the mower up, cut that down, and use that grass to feed the sheep with. But here is our new grape factory. So $80,000 in total for that. Quite a big cost, because remember we've still got the $150,000 for the harvester. I was going to buy the harvester itself, but I'm going to wait because the grapes aren't ready. Let's check. Oh, we've got fertilizing contracts come through as well. Let's take them both on right now. We can get that done later on. That's an extra $35,000, $36,000. Where are we? Grapes. They're ready to harvest next month. So my theory is it comes up in the sale, because knowing our luck, we're going to buy it for the full amount of $150,000 or whatever else the extras we need on it, but the base is $150,000 for it. We're going to buy it, and the day after it's going to come into the sale at like $70,000. It's going to save us $70,000 if we do it that way, or it's going to save us nothing, but we've still got it. Yeah, so that's the plan for the harvester. I will order it tomorrow if it doesn't come up in the sale later today. But for now, we're going to get this straps taken off, this sorted out. The guys should be pretty close now for the combine, and I need to go and figure out why that tailgate's not dropping, because if we can't get that dropped, we're not getting that off here. We suppose we could lift it off actually. If we can get under it, I don't want to break anything. Yeah, we'll see. It's maybe a hydraulic line. We'll have a look at this. It's a brand new trailer though. I'm a bit disappointed in that. Right, we'll check over the hydraulic lines and see if it's maybe something to do with that. And we'll see you for harvesting our oat field, and we'll put somebody off on one of the fertilizer sprayers and get them up to that field for the contract. So we'll see you in just a bit. Well, that's that field finished off with the fertilization. We did put manure down on most of it. You can see in the distance there, we did have to switch over to slurry. We ran out of manure from all three of the manure pits. So that's it used up again. We'll have to let it build up for next year. But I think that's about it for this episode. The next one, we did repair the 7810 as well. It cost $1,736. We also picked up the payment for both fertilizing contracts. Field 4 was $24,354. Field 20, $11,755. We also used the subsoiler when we were up at the other sheep pen. We did most of the grass in that area just to kind of get rid of it, to save us having to come up and cut a silly little kind of size with the mowers. We do need to check the production area tomorrow. We know there's keeps it closed there. We don't know how much pallets because obviously we haven't checked it in quite a while actually. And the only thing that's left for us to do is to cultivate field 12, but we can do that kind of next month, the later end of next month, and put barley in to, I think, field 16, and there's another field as well. It might be field 12 as well actually. I do have it written somewhere. We're going to be putting barley into 2 of our fields, and we've moved some honey over as well. So we have 4 pallets at 400 litres each so far. There is another one being made currently. I think it's kind of half out just now. Yeah, oh no, it's full again. Yep, another full pallet, so we have to go and get that moved. But yeah, I think we're going to leave that episode here. All the animals are fed and up to date. So yeah, we'll leave the episode there. The only thing we've got to do is check the store. Yeah, I didn't think it was going to be there. So we have one more thing left to do for today, and then that'll be the end of the episode. So we'll keep an eye on the bank balance. We will see that disappear, and we'll see you in the next episode for our purchase. So thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you again soon in the next one.